Your subconscious mind is the source of all your problems, but it's also the source of all your solutions. My name is Kirsty Kamarauskas. Hello and welcome to this video. I am just about to explain exactly what I mean by this, and I'm also going to share with you why you've been struggling to get the results that you've wanted for so long, despite your best efforts, despite all the things that you've tried. I'm also going to share with you why the subconscious mind is like an invisible force field that is just keeping you exactly where you are right now. Everything is being done for a reason. I'm also going to share with you how the only thing you are really struggling against in this life, even though it doesn't feel like it, is yourself. It's not the outside environment, it's a battle that is going on within you, and how to break through this and overcome this once and for all. So stay tuned. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Magnetic Success Podcast. I am so happy to have you back. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. So, today I wanted to share a bit of a deeper dive where we are going to talk about the subconscious mind, because I think you are going to get so many ahas, so many breakthroughs from this one episode that is going to shed the light on so much that is happening within your business, your results, and your experience right now that perhaps you hadn't thought about before. So I'm really, really excited to dive in with all of this. I'm also going to be sharing why your results aren't changing despite all of the desires, the trying, doing all the things that you think you need to do to make this work, why you're still not getting the results that you want, why your subconscious mind is actually like an invisible force field that's keeping you stuck, and how, even though it feels like sometimes everything's working against you, there's only ever one thing that's working against you, and that's yourself. And I'm also going to share how you can overcome all of this so you can break through to your next level. And at the end of this episode, I'm going to give you access to a free online class that will help you see what you need to do to break through to your next level of income, business, and life in 3 simple but really powerful steps, so you can leverage the power of your mind and the law of attraction to manifest any income and business goals. So make sure you check out the link at the end of this episode where you'll be given access to that. So let's dive in. So I talk about the subconscious mind being the invisible force field that is holding you back, because we all have this. All of us have a subconscious mind, and all of us is experiencing the same thing. We are all being held back by our subconscious, mostly without even knowing it. Okay. So I always used to think, when I was working on the power of my mind, when I was working on success mindset, it was just about positive thinking. But that was just surface level thinking. That was surface level work, because actually all we're doing when we're thinking about positive thinking is we are using our conscious mind to try and focus positively, which of course we want to do if we want to experience greater joy and fulfillment in life. But our conscious mind only represents 5% of our mind. 95% of our mind is subconscious. So right now, your 95% of your life is being controlled by your subconscious mind. Okay. You don't necessarily know what's in there. You certainly won't know most of what's in there, even if you do the work. Like, I've been doing this work for years and I'm still uncovering things that I didn't even know were in there. Yet it is creating the results I'm getting in all areas of my life. So the point in the subconscious mind is to keep you alive. It wants to keep you safe. It only cares about your survival. And if you think about it, all our bodily functions, we don't do anything to keep our body working and moving and operating as efficiently and amazingly. If you think about all the different processes that your body does in any given minute, hour, day even, it is absolutely mind blowing. And we don't know any of this. We're not doing any of it. We can even drive the kids to school, or we can drive to work, and we can not remember how we got there because our subconscious mind has literally taken the wheel, right? And our conscious mind is away with the fairies, either thinking of some argument we had with someone, something that we don't like, giving into fear and doubt, or we're away with the fairies thinking about the holiday we're about to go on, or whatever it is, the wedding we're planning, whatever it is. So the point being, our subconscious mind is taking over nearly all of our life. You get out of bed in the same way. You have the same routine in the morning. You do your teeth with the same hand. You put your trousers on the same leg first. Like, have you ever thought about that? Which leg do you do? I always do my left leg first. But, I'm doing all these things without thinking about them. I'm just doing them while my mind's elsewhere. That's the subconscious mind. It is literally taking over our whole body for us. So anytime it thinks that there's a danger, anytime there's a threat, that it feels there's a threat, because we get that pang of fear, we get that pang of worry, we get that anxiety like feeling or even attack, then it wakes up and it pays attention and it thinks it's danger to our life. Now the problem is, as you probably already know, is with our, with life the way it is these days, our life isn't in danger all day, every day, right? Not like it used to be. Not now with our civilization and, just the way life is now. It's the dangers aren't real. Maybe you jump out into the road and you almost get run over or whatever it is, but the dangers aren't real to us. So when we get those feelings of fear and doubt and the pangs of anxiety, it's internal fears that we're feeling. And in business, in the world of business and online and being on social media and things like this, it's normally fears of being rejected, fears of being seen, fears of being visible. What are they going to say? What if I say something stupid? What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? What if I succeed? What if I succeed and everyone wants my money? What if I succeed and everyone hates me and I get rejected? These are our fears, but our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. So our subconscious mind is seeing it as danger, and it is going to pull out all of the stops to stop us from moving towards our goal if it thinks there is a risk to our life. Makes sense, right? That's its job, is our survival. It just wants us to live. Every day, it just wants us to live. So this is why when we are about to do something big and brave and we're getting out of our comfort zone, we feel the fear, right? This is why when we really, really want to do something, we're listening to our soul, we're listening to our heart, we're listening to our intuition, and we're about to do something. It could be, I don't know, launching a Facebook group, starting a podcast. You're committed to doing this online masterclass or webinar or whatever it is for you. You go to do this thing, and then all the doubts pop into your mind. You start talking yourself out of it. The monkey mind starts chattering away, telling you not to do it, telling you it's never going to work anyway. What's even the point? It hasn't worked in the past. All of a sudden, you get access to all of these memories from the past where things haven't worked out. All this proof to tell you that this time is not going to be any different. It's not an exception. It's going to be exactly the same. You're wasting your time. You're better off just turn your computer off, go and stick Netflix on, get yourself a bag of crisps and just chill out. And so we can go from being highly driven, highly motivated, feeling on fire, feeling amazing, to then giving up, feeling hopeless. Like literally that can happen in the space of 10 minutes because our subconscious mind is just kicking up the resistance to stop us because it thinks it's safe. If we've got that, oh my God, feeling of, what if it doesn't work? And then we entertain that, then it's going to help produce all the evidence and all the reasons why that we shouldn't do this. Okay. So this is the first thing, is that it acts as an invisible force field because we can't see it. That's why I like to call it, and I call it a force field because it is literally keeping us in chains. It's keeping us shackled to the known, to the past, to our limits, to our old self-concept, even who we think we are. Like it's keeping all of that tightly round us. It's keeping us constrained and restricted to keep us safe. So this is why subconscious work is so important. Like we have to get our subconscious mind on board with us. We have to get it working with us as a partner. I like to say it's one of the best business partners you'll ever have in your life because we need it working with us and we need to become the master of it. Because right now, if you haven't got the results you want in your business, your subconscious mind is a master of you, right? And it's holding you back. So we want to break free from that. Another really important thing to note with the subconscious mind being your invisible force field is that it is filtering all of reality on your behalf. So in your subconscious mind, it has remembered everything, all of your memories, all the way through growing up, even all the conversations that were had, everything that was happening around you at any one moment has all been stored in this like supercomputer. It's like this big filing cabinet, a huge filing cabinet of all the data and all the data points throughout your life. Okay. And it is filtering all of your reality based on all the data that it has received so far. We think we are walking around every day in control of what we're doing, thinking with our conscious mind that we're making our own decisions, that we're choosing our own path, that we're doing all the things deliberately and consciously. But the thing is, we're not, because the subconscious mind actually processes around 11 million bits of data a second, and our conscious mind can only ever process 55 bits of data a second, which means the subconscious mind is constantly filtering all the information and data that is coming through to us at any given moment in time. Part of this information that is in our wider environment, that is even, part of infinite intelligence, is in the field. It's all the information, everything that's available to us is being streamlined and given to us in a really small chunk of data that we can actually process and manage, right? So, which means all the ideas, the $1 million business ideas that you've asked for, the solutions and the answers to your questions, your problems, your challenges, all of these things, like the answers, the solutions, everything we need, the next steps is all here. It's all available to us. But our subconscious mind is streamlining the information, it's filtering it through to us. So we're being given a sample of what is there based on what is in the subconscious mind. It's basically going to filter according to what it deems important for your survival and what it deems to be true. But this is all based on our beliefs, our experiences, and our perceptions of what's happened to us and in our lives as we've worked through lives. And of course, our perception isn't actual fact. Like, we could perceive things in so many different ways. We often perceive things in very limiting ways. So if we've had experiences that have made us create a limited perception of that event, that is stored, it's banked, it's part of our program, it's part of our filtering system. Don't go near that again. Avoid that in the future. Don't bother trying, because it didn't work last time. It's never going to happen again, right? So the subconscious mind is streaming all this data, it's filtering it all, and it is controlling our behavior. So, habits are stored in the subconscious mind. So we get urges, don't we, to go and do something, even if it's eating the things that we don't want to eat. The subconscious mind thinks we've done it so many times, it thinks it's important and it's necessary for our survival. So we'll get the urge, it will come through. We'll get that reminder that it's time to go and have this thing that we really don't want, that we're trying to resist, that we're trying to avoid having and stop doing, but it's part of our subconscious program. So we're getting reminded to go do these things all the time. And of course, it's running the functions of our body, like I've already talked about. So we also have the reticular activating system. So whatever we are focused on, that is what's also helping the subconscious mind process the information that comes through to us. And this is why vision boards are so powerful, to be looking at vision boards, because the constant reminder and visualization and anything that involves you looking at your dreams, scripting, journaling, whatever it is, affirmations, it's changing your focus. So you start focusing on what it is that you want to create, and you stop focusing on the problems, the drama, the limitations, the challenges, the negativity, the doubt, the fear. So that RAS is so, so important. Right now, it's filtering based on what you focus on, because what you focus on, it thinks, is what is important to you. So these are all part of our powerful, powerful mind, and they're part of our toolkit to create the life that we want, to create more success in our life, to overcome and break through our limitations and all the things we've told ourselves over the years that we can't do, or we're not good at, or we don't deserve. These are all our tools that we can override all of that once and for all, right? So let's think about business then. So we know that or what we might not all know, but you'll hear me talk about this all the time. Your results right now are a direct reflection of whatever is in your subconscious mind. So think about where in your business you want to improve things. Where are you not getting the results that you want? Where are you frustrated, challenged? Where do you feel stuck? Think about all these things. And then I want you to think about why you feel that way. What are the beliefs that you hold around that? What are the memories that could give those beliefs substance? Where are the areas, and what are the things where you feel like it's so true and it's so factual and it's so real, but it's actually going against what you're trying to create and it's holding you back? What are these things? Because when we can recognize that these are just part of a program, and we can neutralize our feelings around them, and we can detach from them, then we give ourselves power to change the program. When we stop identifying with it being us, and we let go, and we loosen our grip, and we are willing to change how we see things, which is very hard for us when we haven't done it before. It's even hard for us, even if we've been doing it for years, right? But this is what success is. Success is doing what most people don't. It's going left when everyone else is going right. It is overriding the way that we've been told things need to be. It's creating a new truth, a new reality, a new way. And this means overriding yourself and everything that you thought to be true up until this point. Because if you haven't got what you want in your life right now, then you're not programmed to have it. So you need to change that program if you want to change your life, if you want to change your results, and if you want to have those things, that thing, that life, that business, if you want to have that income, that level of financial freedom, that adventure, the travel. What is it for you? If you're not experiencing that in your life right now, then it's not in your program. So all you need to do is detach from the stories that we tell ourselves, the meanings and the emotions that we're like throwing all over it and making it even stronger. And then we need to simply look at it as a software program that needs an update. And I'm going to update it with these new beliefs. I'm going to reframe these memories. I'm going to create a new story, right? And I know it's not easy. This is why this is the work I do with my clients. And I do it with them for several months to help them override this program, because it's not something you can do just once. It's something that you need consistency, repetition, and a support network to help you, a community and accountability to help you actually override your program and go against yourself and all those urges of the subconscious that's saying, it's not safe, do this instead, stick with the comfort, stick with the familiar, stick with the safety. So as you look around your business and you start seeing how it's limiting you, then you can stop saying it's because you are who you are. You can stop identifying, you can stop making it mean anything about you, and you can be neutral about it and just say, it's just in my program. That's okay. Does it serve me? Do I want it to be in my program? Nope. Can I change it? Yep. Do I want to identify with it and continue to see this is who I am for the rest of my life? Nope, because that's not going to get me where I want to be. Fine. Let's change the program. Let's rewire. Let's change everything that isn't serving me. So what else? So your subconscious also has a financial thermostat. It has a financial setting in your subconscious mind, and it is directly related to your self-concept, which is also the image you hold of yourself in your subconscious mind, buried deep below the surface. And you will never be able to outperform this. So every time you earn a little bit more money, you will be brought back to that financial setting through self-sabotage, through unwanted conditions, extra bills, whatever it is, you will come back to that level unless you change it, unless you upgrade it. So think about if you're on social media, if you've got an online business, and if you're struggling to be seen and heard, if you're struggling to build a community or you have fears around it, think back. Why do I feel like this? Why is this happening? If this is a result of what's in my subconscious mind, what am I thinking? How do I feel about myself speaking out loud? How do I feel about myself being visible? Does it feel scary? Am I worried about being judged? Would it feel safer to me if I couldn't grow my audience or I couldn't be seen and heard, because then no one can judge me and ridicule me? I can't get it wrong. Because our subconscious is very powerful. And if these are our real fears, then it will make sure that we stay small. The law of attraction will keep us small, right? We're attracting the limitation for survival, for safety. And the subconscious mind is all about that, isn't it? So if you have a lot of resistance for certain areas in your business as well, just remember, beneath the resistance are going to be some thoughts and beliefs, some ideas that you have in your mind that have been deeply implanted in your subconscious mind that are stopping you. It's almost paralyzing you. It's creating the resistance to stop you taking that next step, going to that next level. So we just need to break it down. What is in there? Because the beliefs aren't true, right? Beliefs are just our perception of things that happened to us, or things that we've witnessed, or things that we've heard and we've just adopted other people's beliefs. They're just ideas that we hold to be true, but they become self-fulfilling prophecies. And of course, we attach emotion to them, which keeps them anchored in the subconscious mind, which makes them feel really real. They're not true, but they feel really real. And it makes us repeat it over and over and over again. And every time we do, we're like, see, I told you I can't do it. See, I told you that doesn't work for me. See, I told you nothing ever works for me. See, I told you it was too hard. I wouldn't be able to do it. Self-fulfilling prophecy. We have to change the belief first, which is where, in the subconscious mind, controlling our experience. We get so frustrated when we're stuck in patterns, especially in our business, and it feels like we can't break through. It feels like we can't ever change. It feels like nothing's ever going to change. But instead of getting lost in that story, attaching all the emotion to that, allowing that to be our concept of who we are, instead of that, we want to stop blaming and shaming. We want to take a step back and we want to say, what am I being told here? These results are a mirror of my subconscious mind, of my mind, but subconscious is 95%, right? So what is it telling me? What is in my mind that's creating this? What is in my belief system? What is in my self-concept? So we can stop blaming and shaming now. We can decide to do something about it. We can get curious and we can start becoming the detective and investigate and see what it is in our subconscious mind that needs updating, because we know we can do this, right? Where do I need to align my subconscious mind to my vision and my goals, to everything that I want to create in my life? And this is where I want to come on to using your subconscious mind. Remember at the start, I talked about your subconscious mind is the source of all your problems and all your solutions. So now let's talk about using your subconscious mind as a solution. I want you to make your subconscious mind your biggest superpower. Imagine having 95% of your mind on board with your vision, with your goals, and working in the background automatically for you without you having to do anything, drawing things to you. Law of attraction is responding to your subconscious mind. It is controlling your behavior, giving you all the urges. Suddenly this is what the flow state is all about. You're inspired, you're driven, you're motivated. Everything feels easy because you're not bashing against yourself. You're not trying so hard against a program that is trying to stop you. You've given up the fight. You've given up the battle. There is no battle anymore because you're working with your subconscious mind as your business partner to create the success and the dreams that you want to create. So when you use your subconscious mind properly, you really become limitless. You start tapping into that endless potential that is deep within you and waiting to be unlocked. You've got gifts in there. You've got so much in there that you don't even know. So many resources, so much to play with, so much to create with. So we need to be telling ourselves a different story. You have to go beyond the limitations that are in your mind right now to access these deep reservoirs of power, of potentiality. You get to control what goes in as well. We want to be using that 5% of our conscious mind to plant the right seeds. If you think about your mind like a garden, the subconscious mind is the fertile soil. It plants whatever you will give, whatever seeds you put in with belief that it's going to grow into what you want it to grow into, and an emotion attached that could be love, that could be gratitude, a powerful emotion that actually aligns to what it is that you're trying to create, instead of thoughts of fear and fear emotion. Because remember, the emotion locks in the thoughts and the beliefs in the subconscious mind. And as you repeat the thought over and over, it becomes the belief. So you want to be locking that emotion and that thought and aligning it to your vision. So this is how we can start using our subconscious mind to become our superpower, is by planting these new ideas. Now, it isn't as complicated as it sounds. What I've said before is what trips most people up is the blind spots. They don't see that their beliefs are there. It feels real to them. It feels so real that they don't see it as a belief, because life keeps proving it to me over and over again, right? So this is what holds most people up, is trying to overcome it on their own. This is what I said about earlier. We need the power of the community and other people to help keep us accountable, coaching to help keep us accountable, to help shine that light of awareness on the areas that we can't see ourselves. But this can all be done. This is all totally doable. Anyone can reprogram their mind. It just takes willingness, consistency, and determination to do it, and a belief in what you're doing. So when you are able to switch that focus from all the problems, all the challenges, all the issues, and you start focusing on your vision, you start planting those new ideas, you start getting emotionally involved with those new ideas, you start embracing possibility, you start believing that this could really be your life, and you create such a strong force that you are able to override the road humps, the roadblocks. You're able to just navigate life without getting tripped up every Second, because there's something that you don't like, something that's telling you it's not working. We need to be able to put our blinkers on and ignore all of that and just focus on working with our subconscious mind to carry us to our vision. If you imagine the vision's like the sat nav, your dreams, your goals, your business, your breakthrough goals. It's like the destination in the sat nav, and our subconscious mind will steer us there. It's going to lead us there. But it can't lead us there if we're emotionally involved with the wrong idea, which is our current circumstances. The fear, the doubt, the lack, the scarcity are all powerful energies that lock in the idea of where we are, our present reality. And when we think about that, images come to our mind. And when we feel about that with those strong emotions, it locks it all into our subconscious mind, thinking that that is our destination point. And we don't want to do that. And this is the power of visualization, all the tools that, the manifestation tools and techniques that you can use, all the things that I share with my clients. When we can become so much more emotionally involved with where we're going than where we are, and we get the subconscious mind on board, that is where everything changes. We need to create these new connections in our brain. We need to create these new pathways so that the subconscious mind leads us to what it is that we're asking for. And then what we're going to do, once we start getting the subconscious mind on board, then we can set up a two-way communication so that we are planting ideas, images, thoughts, beliefs, the vision, the dream, but it's our reality, right? We're planting that in our subconscious mind. And then we want to get into a state where we can receive it. And this is where meditation is so powerful. And there's lots of other things, lots of other ways you can do this too. Again, these things I share with my clients, but in one episode, I can't go through all of this because this is literally 10 to 12 weeks of the Unstoppable program I'm trying to squeeze into an episode. So, but I want you to understand the basics. I want you to understand the importance of this and how it can rapidly and transformationally change your life and your reality and your results and your existence, because the power is within you right now. Your power to create more success is within you right now. And when you get this subconscious program on board, when you change it, when you upgrade it, then everything's going to feel so much easier. It's going to happen faster. It's going to happen for you finally. So you build this two-way relationship with your subconscious mind. So not only are you planting new ideas into it, then you want it to be telling you what your next steps are. Where's my path? What do I need to do? Remember, your subconscious mind has access to vast amounts of data and information and intelligence, and you've only got a minuscule amount. So once you've told it what the sat nav is, then it can feed you back the information you need to know so that you can take those inspired action steps. You can make those moves towards your goal because you're being fed with the right information, right? You're not closed off from it anymore. You're getting the answers, the solutions, you're getting the ideas, the brain waves, right? And so this two-way communication, this bridge, is really what it's all about. You changing the program and then allowing the subconscious mind to guide you more effortlessly and quicker to what it is that you want to create. So this is what's so fantastic about this work. I love this work so much. We were not raised to even understand how our mind worked, certainly not how it limited us, and certainly not how it can give us all the answers that we could ever need. We were convinced that we had to learn from everywhere else. We learned not to trust ourselves. We learned not to go inside. We learned that everything we needed was outside of us and everything we needed to get there was outside of us. But actually, this work is about teaching us that we have so much power within us. We have so much embodied wisdom within us that has been passed down for generations, that we have access to the one divine mind. We have access to greater consciousness, the collective consciousness, right? But even if that's not our belief system, we still have access to so much information that's in our subconscious mind that can really tell us what it is that we need to know to overcome our challenges and our hurdles and our problems. So this work is so powerful because it's within you. And when you unlock this and when you learn to navigate life in this way, suddenly everything is open to you. You can be, do, and have anything. And this is what they mean when they say this. You can literally be, do, and have anything. The only thing you've got to do is reprogram your subconscious mind to believe that, to think the same, to get on board. It's the fastest and most effective way to changing your reality and changing it permanently. Because if you don't change the subconscious program, remember the financial thermostat, you might have some short-lived wins. You might be able to create success through motivation and hustle. But then the minute something goes wrong, you withdraw back to your old self-concept, your old belief system, your old limitations, your old financial thermostat, and you're brought back down to the amount of money that you're supposed to, in inverted commas, earn. So we want this success to be lasting and transformational. And this is where it needs to happen. It is within you. It's the secret sauce to success. It's the prayers. It's the solutions. It's the answers that you're looking for. And you have the key already. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope it has inspired you to start taking a deeper look as to what's going on in your subconscious mind, to start doing some of this work. Because unless you do, you're going to have the same battle for the rest of your life. And we want to say no to that. We want things to change. And this is how things will change fast. So I really hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, if you've liked this episode, please give me a like. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because you will be able to get notified when I release new videos. And I release all sorts of videos all the time: affirmations videos, 5-minute videos, 1-minute videos, 20-minute videos. You'll get the whole of the Magnetic Success podcast on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, and you'll be notified when new content drops. And in the meantime, if you'd like to take this even further, I have a really special online training that I'd love to share with you. I'd love to give you free access right now, today. There is a link in the description in the show notes where you will be taken through a short online class that's going to tell you how to create a breakthrough in your business, in your income, in your life. And it will also share how you can manifest any business goal, create your dream business, create your dream life in 3 simple but powerful steps. And I'm going to share all of that with you in the free masterclass. So make sure you sign up for that if that sounds like something you want to dive into deeper and something that you want to learn how to do. And so for now, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.